What's up, everyone? This is Tony with JRNYcrypto. So in this video, we do have some huge topics to talk about. We had the announcement of the launch date for Cardano smart contracts. So we're going to be talking about that, the price of ADA and my expectations, as well as the crypto markets are on a steady incline in general, and some other huge news and some discussion on NFTs also. So before we get started, I do appreciate if you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell if you want to be notified for my daily videos. Alright guys, so the crypto markets are looking great today, still on a steady incline. We had Bitcoin break $47,000, closing in on $48,000 now. Ethereum breaking $3,300. We have Cardano ADA breaking $2 with the announcement of the launch date for Cardano smart contracts in September, now around $2.10. ADA has basically doubled in the last month, so that's huge. We're going to talk more about this and my expectations on this and where this is headed. I will be doing an entire separate video on Cardano still as well. Lots of other altcoins finally starting to catch up that were undervalued also, especially some of the small cap altcoins, like I've been saying, that do have big things coming up and do have a good team and have a lot of rising demand that are just greatly undervalued. The ones that are below $20 million market cap with huge things happening are really starting to blast off. So like I always say, when Bitcoin is dumping in general, then the small cap altcoins dump much more. But when Bitcoin is on a steady uptrend, then the small cap altcoins also have much more return on investment in a short period of time. So that's really why I put a lot of my research and time into small cap altcoins, although I do have a high percent of my portfolio in top 10 cryptocurrencies as well, ADA being one of the biggest there, but I do hold a lot of BNB, Ethereum. I do hold more than one Bitcoin for the very long term. That's more of like a retirement fund for me. I do hold a small amount of XRP, a very small amount of Dogecoin, and I do hold a good amount of Chainlink and Litecoin as well. I think these two will also be doing well if we are returning to previous all-time highs for Bitcoin. So lots of huge things happening. We did have Bitcoin break that major resistance today, which is around $47,500. Now the next major resistance here is going to be around $50,000, which I do think is very possible. We do test that at some point in August. So we haven't had much of a pullback here. As you guys can see, this has just been on a straight uptrend with barely any days in the red here. So we do have to keep that in mind. A small pullback with some bad news would definitely be expected. But regardless, everything is getting bullish. The more we go up here, the more money on the sidelines is starting to FOMO back into the markets because they don't want to miss this going back up to all-time highs. And I definitely think that $100,000 Bitcoin is still very likely and possible by end of year. But regardless, I'm not putting the majority of my portfolio in Bitcoin because I see much higher profits in other altcoins with Bitcoin going up to 100,000 and doing a 2x. I'm going to be focused on the altcoins that could do a 5 to 10x in that same period of time. So we do need Bitcoin on a steady uptrend for the rest of the crypto space to do well also. So that's another thing we do have to be aware of. So since the Ethereum London hard fork, we now have a total of 40,000 Ethereum that has been burned, which is a massive amount of money. And we also have the amount of Ethereum being burned per minute on a rise, 6.8 Ethereum being burned per minute on the 1 hour, and 3.3 Ethereum being burned on the 24-hour, which is over $10,000 of Ethereum every single minute being burned and removed from circulation forever. So this is very bullish for Ethereum, and a lot of people are realizing this, and this is definitely helping the crypto space grow in general. A lot of this Ethereum being burned is actually coming from the NFT space as well, and all the volume on OpenSea. So there has been a massive spike in demand for NFTs, as you guys know. With all the huge CryptoPunk sales, other sets are starting to blow up as well, like the Bored Ape Yacht Club, and we're getting around 5 to 10 NFT projects launching per day, and that is only going to increase. So we do have to be very careful in the NFT space. When you do try to mint new projects, just keep in mind that most of these projects aren't going to make it, and a lot of these people are just trying to make some quick money. And a lot of these NFT projects are going to end up being scams as well, and the art isn't good, the team isn't good, they don't have good utility planned, and a lot of people are just going to lie about this also because most NFT projects have anonymous teams. So be very aware of that, and definitely look into sets that are more reputable, and make sure if you are trying to mint a set that you believe in it, that you think the team is really going to deliver on the roadmap. So OpenSea trading volume explodes 76,000% year to date amid NFT boom, massive amount of money. So OpenSea is now the biggest NFT marketplace on the Ethereum network. The non-fungible token marketplace processed 1.18 million transactions worth $1 billion in the last 30 days alone. The biggest set on here being the Bored Ape Yacht Club, which I was lucky enough to get in early. I did mention it here on the channel multiple times. I called it out on Twitter when the floor price was 0.1 Ethereum, and I will be calling out other sets that I think have high potential, so definitely follow me on Twitter if you do want to catch that. I also post breaking news there as it happens, and you can get more frequent updates there throughout the day than here on YouTube. So there is links to everything in my social pages in the video description. So Bored Ape Yacht Club, I have noticed, has been coming in waves. Every 2 to 4 weeks, it does have a peak in volume, and the floor price does rise to new highs. And then volume dies out, and the floor price does drop, but it does have higher lows each time. And we actually have Bored Apes going to Christie's auctions for the first time ever. I believe that's in September. So I think around that time, we will be seeing peak volume again, especially if these apes sell for over $1 million. Which I think we will. We just had the first sale of a gold Bored Ape for over $1 million just a few days ago. So Bored Ape Yacht Club is really getting put on the map, and going to Christie's auction is just legitimizing it, and definitely going to be a very great set for the very long term. So we did have Cardano announce their expected launch date for smart contracts, which is going to be mid-September around the 13th. So definitely see the price of ADA moving up leading up to that. I think a $3 ADA is very possible, which would be breaking previous all-time highs. So there could be a buy the testnet, sell the mainnet effect on this, but I do think it would be a very small dip if so, because this is when all the projects are finally going to start launching on the Cardano ecosystem, and we're really going to be seeing a lot of hype on this. Everything is going to get going for the Cardano blockchain, and this is really the main launching point for Cardano. A lot of people said this would never come, and now we have a launch date which is in exactly a month from today. So really looking forward to this. I think a $3 ADA is very possible, especially if we have Bitcoin and Ethereum on a steady incline, moving up to that launch date of ADA. While making this video, it's up another few cents, closing in on $2.15. So as you guys can imagine, a $3 ADA is very possible here, especially if we have Bitcoin on a steady incline, breaking $50,000. I think that $3 ADA is very likely. And I still think a $5 to $10 ADA is very possible by end of year. If we do break a $100,000 Bitcoin by end of year. I'm not saying that's guaranteed, but I do think that's very possible. So I'll still be doing a full video on Cardano, talking about smart contracts, what's to come, my price expectations for ADA going forward in the short term and the midterm and long term as well. My strategy going forward, I'll be talking about staking and passive income with Cardano, as well as altcoins on the Cardano blockchain that I am bullish on. So definitely a video you guys will want to catch. Be sure to be subscribed and hit the bell to be notified for that. So as you guys know, there was a $600 million cryptocurrency hack, the biggest in crypto history, and nearly all of that 600 million stolen has now been returned, which is very interesting. This is saying there's a catch though. So Poly Network said all but $33 million of the 600 million worth of stolen Tether digital coins have now been returned, but 268 million of assets is locked in an account that requires passwords from Poly Network and the hacker. So that's pretty interesting. I don't know exactly what's going on in the back end with that, but that's great to see that 600 million was returned. And previously, when we have had huge hacks, it would cause small dips in the market because people are just skeptical and scared they're going to lose their money, or that cryptocurrency is not legit. But this time around, even with the biggest hack in crypto history of $600 million, we didn't even see a small dip. At the same time, we had bad news with the infrastructure bill, and cryptocurrency is just on a steady incline through all of this, which is very surprising to me. So moving forward, that's a great sign in my opinion. There's a lot of buying pressure, and a lot of this FUD is just not affecting the markets at all. So it's going to be very interesting to see how the next couple weeks play out here, and how things go for end of year as well. If we do break previous Bitcoin all-time highs of $64,000, and if we do break the $100,000 Bitcoin by end of year as well, which is what everyone is talking about. So the Bitcoin stock to flow chart does show the minimum price for Bitcoin would be around $130,000 to $140,000 for this current bull market. A lot of people are still very bullish though as well, and saying this is just a bull trap and that we will be heading lower and headed into a bear market. So anything is really possible here, and we do have to keep that in mind. Nothing is guaranteed. Don't believe anyone out there, any influencers that say something is guaranteed to happen or act like something is certain, because nothing is certain in this world, especially with the way the economy is going. People are predicting crashes in real estate, in the stock market, and things are just uncertain in general. So anything can really happen here. But regardless, I'm holding my cryptocurrency out and waiting for the very long term. I do have a very long term approach with this, where I just dollar cost average pretty much every couple weeks on any major dips that we do have. I do buy in with a certain percent of my income, and I have been very successful with that. So I do recommend you guys sit down and have a good strategy written out and be able to execute on that, so you know exactly what you want to do, exactly where you want to be buying on dips, and how much money you want to be putting in, and know exactly where you want to be exiting as well and taking some profits. So personally, I do like to take small profits on the way up. So if we do have any pullbacks and major dips with any bad news, then I'm able to buy in and get more coins on the dip. So definitely have a strategy written out. If you guys want to learn more about that, I actually have a few videos on that in my cryptocurrency guides playlist. I will put a link to that in the top right of this video. Over 18 videos in that with some great valuable information that'll definitely help you guys get ahead in the crypto space. So next up, we have Intel revealing a stake in cryptocurrency platform Coinbase, which is pretty huge in my opinion. So Intel's stake in the cryptocurrency exchange is worth roughly $790,000 based on Coinbase's current share price. Pretty interesting that Intel has taken interest in a cryptocurrency platform. So that's going to be very interesting to see if Intel is working on anything crypto related going forward. We also have Amazon that's hiring for crypto blockchain experience, as well as Apple, and pretty much every big company is looking to get into blockchain and crypto in one way or another. I do think Amazon is looking to create their own cryptocurrency, which is massive for crypto in general. And I do think a lot of major companies will have their own cryptocurrency eventually. So that's it for today's crypto news and market update. I hope you guys found it useful. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter for more regular updates throughout the day at JRNYcrypto. I do post stuff here as it happens, and I post about NFT projects and everything. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell here as well if you do want to be notified for my daily videos. I cover breaking news, hidden gems, and NFT projects that I am bullish on, and I do have some great content in the works as well. So again, I do appreciate if you guys like the video, comment below, and share the video with anyone that may find it useful. It does help the channel grow, and I do really appreciate that. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.